Hello everybody, thank you very much for watching. I want to do this video about, as the title suggests, Nibiru, Planet X, and its existence. Do you know the elite and governments of the world, they know about it, but they're keeping it hush-hush, a secret. But they can't keep it a secret for too much longer, because more and more evidence is suggesting that Planet X is real and it's heading our way. Why it's important, and I've done other videos about it, I might leave the links, about proof that Planet X exists. Why is it important? Because this is what's going to bring judgment on the earth. All in Revelation, these judgments that will occur, the asteroids or pole shifts, whatever, in Revelation, as described in the Bible at the end of the book, is going to be caused by Planet X and the system. Basically, Planet X is just one of 7 planets, but this red planet, massive planet, for some reason is going to be the one that's causing a lot of the judgments on earth. God is using this, which he has done so in the past. There's a sun with 7 planets orbiting around it. Its name varies throughout different civilizations. To the ancient Egyptians in the Colburn Bible, contemporary to the Bible, but are not religious Bible, they called Planet X the Destroyer. You can just read Colburn Bible. I think I used that before. Also in the Bible, I believe, like my brother Mike and others, that Planet X is called the Red Dragon. I'll read chapter 12 of Revelation, and it says in verse 3, "And another sign was seen in heaven, and look, a great fiery coloured dragon went with 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon its head 7 diadems, and its head and its tail dragged a third of the stars of heaven, and it hurled them down to the earth. And the dragon kept standing before the woman who was about to give birth, that when she did give birth it might devour a child." I know it represents many things. The red dragon, Satan, or the beast system, the satanic beast system, New World Order. It can mean all that, but also because the Bible has different meanings. It can also mean the red dragon, because Planet X is red, and it has 7 heads. Well, it has 7 planets, and it drags a third of the stars. That's exactly what will happen, because it's a planet that acts as a comet, which will drag a lot of asteroids when passing through the Earth. And it's meant to have it's meant to be on outer reaches of our solar system, but the whole system, this brown dwarf, I think it is, Sun, and 7 planets, is entering our solar system, and with it God's judgment is soon. It's a 3,600 year orbit, they say. But does NASA know about it? I believe, of course they know about it. All the nations of the world, and the elites, they kept it quiet, and of course they give clues, and I believe that NASA knows it, and they call it one of the names they've actually found the system already, and they've called it TRAPPIST-1, and the sun of the system is TRAPPIST-1A. I will give you a little bit about bit more information about it, because I believe that NASA has called this system, Nemesis system, Planet X, TRAPPIST-1. Basically, TRAPPIST-1, it says TRAPPIST-1, also designated 2 mass, and it's got a lot of numbers, a bit too much to read, is an ultra cool red dwarf star, as I said, red dragon, red dwarf star, that is slightly larger but more massive than the planet Jupiter. It is located 39.6 light years from the Sun in the constellation of Aquarius. 7, and it says here, this is very important, 7 temperate terrestrial planets have been detected orbiting the star. You remember what I said? The red dragon with 7 heads has been detected around orbiting, a larger number than detected in any other planetary system. A study released in May 2017 suggests that the stability of the system is not particularly surprising if one considers how the planets migrated to their present orbits through a protoplanetary disk. So can you imagine it? NASA actually affirms it has, you know, it's more massive than the planet Jupiter in the constellation Aquarius, with 7 planets around it orbiting ultra cool red dwarf star. Now let's see what else. I'll show you a little clip video that NASA knows about it, Planet X system. This short video by NASA themselves know that it's real, this system, the Nibiru, and it's coming. I'll show you the clip. It's called a treasure trove of planets found.
The big news is that around a very nearby cold small star, we found 7 rocky Earth-sized planets, all of which could potentially have liquid water.
For me, it's mind-blowing. The first time I saw what the system had in it, I just was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I looked at the data myself, I'm like, yeah, there they all are. It's just, I would have never predicted this. It's beyond, you know, anything I could have ever dreamt of.
Super excited, amazed by the existence. The very existence of the system was kind of shock.
If you were standing on one of these planets, you'd actually see a lot of them sort of in the sky, whipping by on these very short orbital periods.
Excellent, fantastic discovery.
As you can see, it was real. NASA know about it, and they call the system TRAPPIST-1. As I said, there's the Sun TRAPPIST-1 system with 7 planets. See, NASA already know about it, and they don't have to be shocked. They seem like they're shocked, but they shouldn't, because the system is real. And also, as I said, the elite know it's coming, and I'll tell you a bit more about that. Not only do the elite know of its existence, as I said, show you a little clip there, and of course, but they almost have a rough idea when it's coming. That's why we need to be right with God, because that's going to be used as God's weapon of judgment on mankind, as it was used back in a time of Noah's floods. Also, what do you call it? 10 10 plagues. That was back then. This planet system, Nemesis, second star with its planets, calls these things. Well, basically, Paul Begley done a, I think, what do you call it? Paul Begley, and done a short video entitled Planet X, X-Files Confirmed, with his guest star Stephen Ben-Dinoon of Israeli News Live. And he was given a green file. You can check it out. Israeli News Live, or Paul Begley, called the green file, which he was given high-level astronomer details from NASA from a friend of his in the CIA, because Ben from Israeli News Live used to work in the CIA, and he was given some high-level astronomical details confirming Planet X. NASA gave it to this official in CIA, and he passed it on to Stephen Ben-Dinoon, who discussed it with Paul Begley, as I said on that YouTube video. And it's basically said Planet X, actual proof of Planet X on this video, this green file, Ben said, showed real pictures. And they don't call it obviously Planet X, but they confirm its existence. It's real, showed some pictures, but the pictures could only have been taken, it said, with special filters, because it's currently hidden behind the sun, because of the glare of the sun. It's covering it up. You can't see it very well, but they had to use special filters to take it. Sooner or later it will slingshot in front of the sun and cause havoc with the earth. As I said, all of it is in Revelation, the judgments that will occur by this. At least 2 asteroid strikes, etc. Pole shift and that. They said that it enters Aquarius. It's entering Aquarius, and they say that one of the planets around it, apart from Nemesis, is called Blue Kachina to Red Indians, Hopi Indians. They got a legend about it, and they believe. I mean, the date, they make a guess on this. The astronomers, this information on the green file, they do a guess when the slingshot event will occur with Planet X going around the sun and into our system, and that's when havoc will break loose. Between 2020, can you imagine it? We're nearly going into 2020. The earliest possible is 2020 to as late as 2025. But it says the person's calculation on Planet X on this green stick from this high-level astronomer said the earliest estimate is 2023 to 2024, the flyby of Planet X with the Earth. Can you imagine that? So between 2020 to 2025, with the earliest estimate 2023 to 2024. Boy, it's not very long left, before God's judgment is coming to the earth. To also back this up, I found out that Putin and the Russian government, they know also, apart from the CIA and NASA, know about this planet. As I said, this leaked info from a high-level astronomer in NASA through CIA, they know, but not only that, Russians know about it. Let me give you a little, I'll tell you what they said. At high level governments of the world, they know that this Planet X is coming, and you know, and as I said, America, NASA know, and now Russia. Basically, President Putin wanted a recalculation because Russian astronomers were looking and did some calculations when Planet X was coming back in 2013, but that was a long time ago, so he wanted it refined. So basically he and other astronomers refined the date and superseded 2013. So basically, Russian astrophysicists at EUROSIC, this is what it says, Astrophysical Observatory, have recalculated Nibiru's date arrival and now predict the dark star and its orbiting planets. This is exactly what it says. Will reach perigee, that is closest to the Earth, between the 21st to 26th of February 2021. We're only 1 year away, just over 1 year away. This is Russian astrophysicists that was they recalculated this, so it will come between 21st to 26th of February 2021 when Nibiru will reach perigee with the closest to the Earth. 2021, so it's just over 1 year away. That would fit in with NASA, the green file, between 20 and 25. They say 2021 because Russian astronomers in Nibiru, and who said this? It was a Russian astronomer and Nibiru whistleblower, Dr. Dinomin Dalmar Zakharovich. Basically, as I said, they just recalculated it only about a year or so ago because they wanted to refine the date, because back in 2013, Ministry of the Defence reported that the projected Nibiru would arrive during the fourth quarter or the end of 2020. Can you imagine that? Originally it was the end of 2020. Just if that was the case, it would be the end of next year. So they refined it with new, astronomers, and they come up with the early 2021. This was at the request of President Putin, who wanted a better calculation and newer astrophysicists. So can you believe that? So, oh yeah, the Russians government and the American government and NASA and Russian astronomers, they all know it's coming, and it's either between 2020 but more likely 2021 to 25. As I said, if you haven't come to know God, please do, because His judgments is very near, and if please, to put faith in Jesus Christ. And He will, not only put faith but repent of your wicked ways, because, as I said, the governments of the world know it, Nibiru exists, and this is going to be used by God to bring judgment to the wicked world. He will spare the good, but the bad, who like to just carry on doing badness and just forget about God or repent of their wicked ways. Let me read something in the Bible. Luke 21, verse 25. Also there will be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and on the earth anguish of nations, not knowing the way out, because of the roaring of the sea and its agitation. And listen to this. While men become faint out of fear and expectation of the things coming upon inhabited earth. It says here, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken, and when they will see the then they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. But as you see these things start to occur, raise yourselves erect, lift up your heads, because your deliverance is getting nearer. See, it says here, men will become faint out of fear and expectation of the things coming upon the earth. The powers of the heavens will be shaken, because Nibiru and its system will be coming. People will be faint out of fear when they look up. These are the people that haven't repented, they don't know what's going on. But for those who says who know about it, God's judgment, as described in Revelation, they will look up and be happy, because they know that deliverance is near from this wicked world. So, as I said, if you haven't come to know Christ, please do. Matthew, it says Matthew, I'll read the scripture. To be saved, Matthew 3:16. For God loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten Son. He sacrificed his Son for the forgiveness of our sins, in order that everyone exercises faith in him, but also repent in him, might not be destroyed but have everlasting life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and believe me, Nibiru is real and it's coming to bring judgment on the world, as described in Revelation. I may do another part, but God bless, and thank you very much for listening.